Something is happening across the global economy right now that most people are not paying close enough attention to. If you looked at a factory floor in China, a convenience store in Japan, a highway in Bavaria, and a police precinct in Dubai simultaneously, you would see the same thing in all four places. Machines doing work that humans used to do, at speeds and scales that humans cannot match, and in environments that are getting more complex every month. But this is not a story about robots replacing jobs. It is a story about nations competing for the future. The United States, China, Japan, and Europe are all making different bets on how robotics reshapes economic and military power over the next decade. And the gap between the leaders and the followers is widening faster than most governments have acknowledged. Therefore, this is what is actually happening right now across the world. China is not experimenting with robotics. It is deploying it at industrial scale across entire real-world systems faster than any other nation on Earth. Walker S2. One of the most significant developments in Chinese manufacturing robotics is UB Tech's Walker S2, a humanoid system already operating inside real industrial environments rather than test laboratories. It is designed for long-hour factory work where consistency and endurance matter more than versatility. What separates Walker S2 from most industrial robots is its approach to the charging problem. It can automatically replace its own battery in short cycles and immediately return to work, which removes one of the fundamental limitations that has kept robotics from running production lines continuously. In real factories, this means operations can run without stopping for maintenance in ways that were not previously possible. Walker S2 is deployed in electronics and automotive manufacturing connected to global supply chains. It handles precision assembly, component movement, and structured factory tasks, and is being trained for multi-robot coordination where several units operate in the same space simultaneously. China is building factories where humans and robots share the floor, but robots handle the repetitive core workload continuously. DJI Agras T100. China's robotics expansion is not limited to factories. In agriculture, DJI has become the dominant global force in smart farming through systems like the Agras T100, one of the most capable agricultural drones currently operating at scale. The T100 can carry up to 100 liters of liquid or 150 liters of solid material, reaches speeds of up to 72 kilometers per hour, and covers approximately 5 to 6 hectares per flight. Advanced LiDAR, radar, and vision sensors allow precise spraying on uneven terrain while applying exact quantities only where needed. The result is a significant reduction in chemical waste and a transformation of large-scale farming from manual labor into a data-driven robotic process. PM01 Police Robot. China's humanoid deployment has moved into public spaces in ways that most countries have not yet attempted. Engine AI's PM01 is a compact humanoid standing approximately 4.5 feet tall and weighing roughly 40 kilograms, built with 24 degrees of freedom and a 320-degree rotating waist. What drew global attention was its front flip, reportedly making PM01 one of the first humanoid robots to successfully complete the maneuver using AI-powered balance control. But the front flip is not the point. The point is that PM01 is already being tested in Shenzhen for patrol assistance and public service tasks, walking at nearly 2 meters per second, responding to voice commands, and interacting with people in public spaces. A humanoid robot doing active police work in a major city is no longer a future scenario. RTG Surveillance Robot. Logan Technologies' RTG Spherical Patrol Robot extends China's public monitoring infrastructure in a different direction. Designed for fast movement through crowded spaces, it uses facial recognition, behavior tracking, and environmental scanning in real time. It operates in groups, forming coordinated surveillance networks across urban areas, transport hubs, and public parks while continuously sending data to control centers. Urban monitoring in China is becoming automated and machine-driven at a pace that has no parallel anywhere else in the world. Xpeng A868. China is also moving aggressively into aerial mobility. The Xpeng A868 is a multi-seat aerial vehicle designed for short-range air travel, combining automotive design with aviation systems for road-to-air transition in future transport networks. Early testing positions it not as a concept vehicle, but as part of a larger air mobility ecosystem designed to connect cities through a new layered transport layer above existing road infrastructure. United States. Where China is focused on scale and speed of deployment, the United States is focused on something different: intelligence, adaptability, and the ability to operate autonomously in environments that cannot be predicted or pre-programmed. Figure 03. Figure AI's Figure 03 is one of the most advanced humanoid systems currently under development. Earlier versions have already operated in automotive factories, handling material movement and assembly assistance with high accuracy over long working hours, demonstrating that humanoid robots can integrate into existing factory layouts without requiring the facilities to be redesigned around them. The Figure 03 system extends that capability further. It adapts to unpredictable environments rather than relying on a single task design, and in demonstrations, multiple units have worked together to complete complex household tasks, including cleaning, organizing, and moving furniture without direct human instruction. The machines respond to each other's actions in real time, showing early signs of genuine machine-to-machine coordination and shared environmental awareness. That is a different category of capability from anything currently operating in Chinese factories. Boston Dynamics Atlas. Boston Dynamics has spent decades building towards something specific, a robot capable of operating in environments that are genuinely dangerous and structurally unpredictable. The Atlas robot is the result of that work. Atlas operates with 56 degrees of freedom, tactile sensing hands, and fully rotational joints. It can run, jump, manipulate objects, and recover from physical disturbances with a responsiveness that no previous robotic system has matched. The fully electric version introduced in 2024 is now being evaluated for deployment in Hyundai Motor Group manufacturing facilities. It lifts up to 110 pounds, operates autonomously, and manages its own battery replacement. Its target environments extend beyond factories into disaster zones, construction sites, and damaged infrastructure, anywhere that demands balance, mobility, and rapid physical adaptation simultaneously. Tesla Optimus. Tesla is approaching the robotics race from a manufacturing economics perspective rather than a capability-first one. Optimus Gen 2 is designed as a general-purpose humanoid capable of basic physical tasks including carrying objects, factory assistance, and repetitive labor. The long-term strategy is not just building robots, but building millions of them at a cost low enough to make humanoid labor economically competitive with human labor across homes, warehouses, and manufacturing plants. If successful, it would represent the most significant shift in labor economics since industrialization. Waymo. Waymo is the clearest example of American autonomous systems moving from experimental to operational at meaningful scale. It is currently completing approximately 400,000 driverless rides per week across several major U.S. cities, with over 15 million rides recorded in 2025. Its system combines cameras, LiDAR, radar, high-definition mapping, and AI models trained on real-world driving data, and has demonstrated significantly lower crash and injury rates than human drivers in structured urban conditions. Regulators have documented over 1,400 incidents since 2021, confirming that safety challenges remain at the edges of the system's capability. But at a valuation of $126 billion and rapid expansion toward new markets, Waymo has crossed the line from technology experiment to scalable public transportation infrastructure. Japan. Japan is not racing to dominate, it is racing to survive. With nearly 30% of its population already over 65 and a workforce contracting year by year, Japan faces a question that no other major economy has confronted at this scale. Not how to improve productivity through robotics, but who will do the work at all if robotics does not arrive in time. Kawasaki Kaleido. Kawasaki's Kaleido humanoid robot is built for practical use in industrial and emergency environments. It has demonstrated the ability to navigate hazardous conditions, including simulated fire-affected buildings, assist in rescuing people, and perform everyday tasks like moving obstacles and handling physical objects in unpredictable spaces. Built with advanced sensors, dexterous hands, and real-time balance control, Kaleido represents Japan's focus on robots that operate reliably alongside humans in conditions that cannot be controlled in advance. Corleo. Kawasaki's Corleo is a hydrogen-powered four-legged robotic concept designed for personal transportation. It reacts to human movement and balance, making the experience feel closer to riding an animal than operating a vehicle. It is still in development, but it reflects Japan's consistent focus on building robots that interact naturally with humans rather than simply replacing tasks. And it is part of the country's broader exploration of hydrogen-powered mobility as an alternative to battery electric systems. Family Mart Automation. The most revealing example of Japan's robotics strategy is not a humanoid in a laboratory. It is a convenience store. Family Mart operates over 23,000 stores across Japan, running 24 hours a day. More than 300 locations now feature robotic restocking systems handling up to 1,000 beverage units per day. An AI platform called Gordon learns each store's specific sales patterns and manages restocking timing and placement autonomously. AI-powered inventory tracking and semi-automated checkout systems run continuously alongside the physical systems. This is not a productivity upgrade. It is a structural response to a society that is running out of available workers. Japan is not automating because it wants to. It is automating because the alternative is leaving stores unstaffed. The rest of the world is accelerating. The robotics race is no longer concentrated in a small number of major powers. The gap between prototype and real-world deployment is closing across regions that were not in this conversation 5 years ago. Germany. Germany is advancing precision robotics and physical infrastructure simultaneously in a combination that no other country has yet attempted at scale. Agile Robot's Agile 1 humanoid platform features fingertip-level force and torque sensors across every joint, allowing it to switch from assembling a phone screen to tightening a bolt with a wrench without reprogramming. Its layered AI architecture separates strategic planning, rapid motor response, and fine motor control into distinct processing layers. Full production begins in Bavaria in early 2026, but what makes Germany's approach distinctive is not the humanoid alone. It is the merging of robotics with energy infrastructure. A wireless charging road in Bingen has already demonstrated the transfer of energy to a 12-ton electric bus while in motion, using copper coils embedded directly into the road surface. The EM Power project on the Bavarian Autobahn extends this to highway speeds across a 1-kilometer stretch. Germany is not just building smarter robots. It is building the infrastructure that makes autonomous vehicles genuinely viable at scale. Dubai. Dubai is deploying autonomous systems across both logistics and law enforcement in ways that have moved well beyond pilot programs. Autonomous drones are already completing package deliveries across parts of the city without human pilots, and the system is being expanded across major districts with the long-term goal of making drone delivery a standard logistics layer rather than a premium service. Dubai police are simultaneously testing advanced aerial mobility systems for law enforcement, including hover-style units capable of moving above traffic and responding to incidents faster than ground vehicles in congested urban environments. What makes Dubai significant is not the individual technologies, but the speed of integration. Systems that other cities are still approving in regulatory committees are already operational here. China deploying humanoid robots on factory floors and police patrols. Japan automating its convenience stores because the workers no longer exist. Germany embedding wireless charging into its highways. The United States building machines that coordinate without human instruction. This is not a future scenario. This is 2026. The gap between the countries already deploying and the ones still debating is larger than most people realize. And it is growing every day. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story like this one.